Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. I was about to go out and like triple check my goats for the last time this morning before I go and eat some lunch. I was reading through the comments from this morning's video and somebody asked if I had an app to keep track of all the goats and their babies. And the truth is, the app is my brain. But I also keep everything nicely organized in a paper binder. Eventually, I know I'm gonna have to get some sort of a tracking system, kind of like the Gallagher or another something similar. But for now, my herd is small enough that I can just keep it all in my head. Like I remember all the names, all the sires, all the dams. It's not something that I have trouble remembering. Right now, this is what my keeping track of it system looks like. So I have the first one that kidded was Marshmallow on March 10th, 2 males, and then tag numbers for when I eventually tag them, and then comments. So hers were dead on arrival. And Big Spotty, she had 3 babies on March 14th, 2 males, 1 female, and then I write down what their tag numbers are gonna be. And then kind of like a little note about the birth, so very protective mama, so next time I know that she's gonna be super protective. And then March 16th, Blackie had triplets as well. 1 runt bottle baby went to mom's house, and the other 2 are fine. So that's just kind of how I keep track of everything. And I know already in my head which baby belongs to which mom. So this is just kind of how I keep track. And then I can write down the sire. And yeah, just any extra little notes. So the one from last night, Buck was coming out tail first, Dolings were normal. And then anything that says tattoo, these babies are purebred registered, so they're not getting tagged, but they're gonna be tattooed eventually. Okay, so we got Bubbles here. She's been fighting me every step of the way to try and teach her to drink from the bottle. This is gonna be like her 34th time, so 3rd or 4th, not 34th. So. Looks like I just gotta turn on the camera so it makes a liar out of me. So she's evidently very hungry, so that means that I was right, that she was not being fed enough. She's already coming around so much better, and she knows that she gets food from me now, so hopefully it keeps going like this. Come on. She's still kind of at that point where she wants to clamp her mouth shut. But once I get it in there, she'll be drinking. So that's kind of nice. She's obviously been kind of starving for a little while, so it's not good to give them a bunch of food right off the bat, so I kind of have to build her up again. But she's already standing a little less hunched than she was before, so that's good. And this is my little Paillette baby. She's doing really well. And somebody asked if I got her colostrum because her mom didn't have any milk, period. The answer is yes. I use pasteurized cow colostrum. I got Miss Calamity Jane here. Just a little bit extra supplementing. Big boy boss. He is doing really well. Filling out now because he's getting the extra food, so that's good too. He's such a funny guy to drink from the bottle. Well, don't choke on it. He doesn't like really suck on it. He just kind of like gums it the perfect way that the milk just leaks out. And that's why he sometimes chokes on it, because it just comes out too fast that way. Here we have Lilibet, Miss Mother from last night. She has the triplets. So I don't know if this is good or not, but anytime I sit down just to check them all out, I get totally mugged by babies. This might be a problem in the future when they're all bigger, but Aye. There you go, Payette. Your baby is here. Hello, everybody. Hello. Just a little early morning check before I go to milk cows. Nothing is happening, so I can milk stress-free. First 2 rows are hung under. I am starting my second coffee of the day. You might be wondering, Nalene, how do you manage it all? How do you stay awake? Well, my secret is that I am basically highly caffeinated at all times. So, still just the 2 does left a kid, but I'm back on the main schedule. I took some time off at the dairy farm to make sure that I could watch the goats properly. I have a feeling though that those 2 goats are gonna go this weekend sometime because the weather is gonna go back to being fairly cold again, and we're supposed to get a massive dump of snow on Thursday and Friday. So animals love to hold out until the weather goes bad. So that's my prediction. We'll see if it comes true. But for now, I missed these ladies, so I'm happy to be back in the milking parlor. And so, something else that is new in the world of Nalene. I got a new truck. Well, new to me. So this is a 2005 Ford F-150. So last summer, I was getting real sick and tired of my car. It was a little Hyundai Accent hatchback, and it did serve me very well for quite a long time. But it was time for me to upgrade because I was literally getting stuck in the yard in my car in the wintertime, in the springtime when the snow was melting and it was muddy, in the summertime if it rained a bunch and it was muddy. And I'm also fairly tall, so kind of, you know, climbing or crawling into a little hatchback just was not comfortable for me anymore. Last summer, I saw a truck on Facebook Marketplace and I sent it to our mechanic Brent and I said, would this be something worth buying for me considering what I would use it for? And he says, you know, it's nice, but it's a little overpriced for what you'd probably want to use it for and fairly old. What are you looking for? And I said, well, Brent, I need a truck that will get me from point A to point B, my house to the dairy farm, and then from my house to the city and back, and then maybe be able to hook up a small trailer to it to haul goats places if I need to. And he says, well, I got something for you. So he was in possession of 2 trucks, one truck that he had for parts, and then the other truck, which was this one, that he was fixing up. So he spent the winter fixing that up. We obviously paid him money. And now we have this awesome, amazing truck. It is 20 years old, but that makes it no less worthy of owning. I'm very, 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 very happy with this purchase. So now this is my first truck and I'm very happy to have it. Like, it makes such a difference already. It's so much less stressful. And if I need to go somewhere and pick up stuff as a farmer, it is just so much easier to just have a truck instead of having to ask my dad to borrow his all the time. So yeah, this is my truck. And it's the Lariat. So back when it was brand new, this was quite the model. It's got heated leather seats still. and a 6 CD stereo. Honestly, so happy with this truck. Like, it's so cool.